Sojourning Sunrisers. Anybody have any travel? Because you're going to be the last one, so we'll start out here. Oh, Maggie.
Oh, that was confusing.
That was confusing. I'm always confusing.
I just got back. I went to San Francisco for a day, and well, 3 days. It took 3 days to go there for a day. You know how that goes. And I was visiting with my German brother when I was 15 and 16. Just a few years ago, I was an exchange student in Germany, and I'm staying in contact with my family. So he was here with his wife and their kids, and we went from one side of San Francisco to the other, basically, the wharf, cable car, the beach, Louis, and you really do wait for like a long time in the cable car longer. It's amazing what tourists put up with to visit that city, but it was a lot of fun and beautiful. And then I had to call the tow truck because my car wouldn't start when I was trying to get out of there. So I'm going to go get a new battery today, right after this meeting. It was fun.
So my mom's big wish was to be able to go to Alaska and go see the glaciers before they're gone. So she and I went up to Alaska for a week and a half and took a cruise and then went up to Denali, and it was really nice.
Right. Before they're gone.
Where do you go in this?
So last week we took Izzy on her kind of her last hurrah before we put her on the airplane to go home. We went to Vancouver and Seattle, where we ran into Mia and her parents. It was so funny. We ran into all kinds of exchange people. It was great. We had a fantastic trip. Izzy we let her do whatever she wanted. She did all kinds of things she probably wasn't supposed to do. We just had a great time in the Central Home, and I'm still not over it. I'm ready for her to come back already.
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to look at myself. Oh my God.
You're not that tall. We're on the Rotary of the week last week, remember?
I know you reminded me that my time was fleeting, and but I am happy to be a champion for the week. The weekend powers. Anyway, Shelley and I headed down to San Francisco. Well, actually, we went to Pollock Pines first to visit my sister and her husband, my sister Jerry Ann and her husband Worth. And then we piled in the car the next day and went down to take the ferry to the Giants A's game, which was fun. We were 2 days too late to see the Breyer family down there, Lori and her family. But it was a fun time. First time I'd been to AT&T Park, and it was a great time. And then we came back on Monday and took a day off on Tuesday just to relax. So it was fun.
We don't do anything. I'm with Eureka.
So, for those who were here when I did my talk on abalone, mostly urchins, one of the things that I've done is I've become a reef check diver, so I'm a citizen scientist, which is volunteer. So Monday and Tuesday, I actually did some reef check dives down in the Mendocino areas, and got to see firsthand some of the different parts of the ecosystem, and we dove the area that they're going to be doing the urchin removal this coming weekend, so it'll be very interesting to see what it's going to look like on the backside after the event. It was an urchin baron on the north side of Allen Cove. It was kind of depressing, I didn't even recognize. But anyway, so my adventures continue.
All right.
One in there.
Oh, here's a
big one.
Yeah, you have one there. Yeah, you got a small one.
So, Amy, our mom, our sister, and myself went to France for 2 weeks. So, jam-packed with, there's so much to see there, so it just felt like so little time. But picnic under the Eiffel Tower, went down rapids in Verdun Gorge, biked in the wine country in Abt, and overall just a great time. The metro was amazing, made it so easy to travel and get around and see all the food and the Arc de Triomphe and all that stuff. It was amazing.
So, that's great. I'm glad that we're getting international travel here. And speaking of international travel, last week I let Terry talk about international conference, and I just kind of blazed past somebody else who went, a couple members. And I figured I'd give them a chance today to talk about some photos and talk about it. So Susan, would you like to?
And Ashliegh.
First, we're wearing our nerd skirts.
I got the wrong picture. I did a great job.
You did a fabulous job. So, yeah, these are our nerd skirts, and that's a picture of me hemming them in the airport on our way to Toronto to the International Convention. We had so much fun. Ashliegh and her boyfriend went early, and I was by myself in the airport in San Francisco, where I promptly lost my Kindle. So that was my first of losing many things throughout the day. So then Sunday, we registered. We went to the opening session, which was amazing, with First Nations dancers, both from Canada and from Australia. It was, and then of course when they bring the flags out and display the flags of all of the countries that are involved in Rotary, it was spectacular. On the other picture, Sunday night we went to a dinner for a bunch of Northern California, Northern Nevada places, Rotary clubs, and we saw Kathy Frazier, who just happened to be there. So there was a picture of her, and she says, "Hello, everybody." That was very exciting. And then, yeah, there's Kathy. And there we are in our nerd skirts. So, next picture was supposed to be Canadian poutine, but this is the chief of the tribe in the area, the largest tribe in the area near Toronto, and he gave a really wonderful, welcoming talk and talked about how we all need to work together no matter what our background is for the good that we do in all of the world and specifically in Rotary. You should say something, Ashley.
Oh, this is me.
Yeah.
You know that Rotary was such a big part of my life for the last 5 years before transitioning to Rotary, and we got to celebrate Rotary's 50th anniversary, so that was really great. They had a lot of promotional items up and telling just the history of Rotary. If you don't know very much about Rotary, I encourage you to look that up. It was started in the late 60s, so it's been around for a while. We just heard about Rotary in the last 10 years, so yeah.
Cool. And then there was a message to Sophie. Sophie's not here this morning, but the convention missed her. Yes. That's a weird picture. I wish I was in control. So we made new friends. So the convention had a theme, and it was on the areas of focus of Rotary, and every day we focused on certain things. This was a lady that we met from Barbados. What I love, this is just my second convention, our second convention, is the people that you can meet from all over the world who bring different perspectives and different ideas to what you're doing. This lady is the incoming president for her club in the Barbados. On Monday, we kind of skipped because we were all exhausted.
Terry did too, she said.
Yeah, Terry did too, so anyway. But on Tuesday, we did go to the House of Friendship where I lost my phone. And I'm really grateful that Rotarians are honest, because we backtracked everywhere we went in the House of Friendship, which if you've ever been there is huge, and I despaired of having a phone, but I did have a phone because they kept it at one of the places where I spent too much money. So on Tuesday, the message was about sustainability with the focus on water, sanitation, and literacy. Laura Bush came to speak. I have no pictures of her because they didn't allow any photos or videos to be taken. In fact, they didn't even publish any official Rotary pictures of her. But she talked about what both of the George Bushes are up to. And then she talked about the importance of primary education. Do you want to say anything? Okay. Then the former Prime Minister of New Zealand came and spoke in an interview with the past president of Rotary. She talked about gender equality and how that plays into sustainable development. That is not her. She should have been in a different photo maybe, but Justin Trudeau came and we actually got up really early so we could get a decent seat to see him. He was as elegant and as poised as his build. He spoke about eradication of polio, and as you may know, Canada last year committed something like $600 million toward the final eradication of polio. So he was there to just add Canada's continuing support. And then this was a minute of fame. This was one of the official Rotary photographs, and if you went to the convention website, there I was with my mouth really wide open. And an unfortunate double chin. But next to me is a lady, also a past president of Rotary in Australia. And so it is so much fun to, her name is Lisa, I remember her first name. It's really nice to be able to continue to stay in touch with these folks. This was an amazing day. It started with Justin Trudeau, but really there were a couple of speakers that were fantastic. One is Marie-Paul Atema. She spoke about her work as a Rotary Peace Fellow, and she has such a vested interest in peace. Her family was part of the genocide in Rwanda, and she went through a long series of life changes before she became the confident and poised young mother that she was, working with a Peace Fellow Rotary group. And to me, that just exemplified what Rotary can do in the world, to take someone from such a horrific situation and give them the focus and the positivity needed to make something amazing out of her life. But then even a person that I really enjoyed hearing from, probably the standout speaker from my perspective, was Xavier Ramey. He's a Rotarian from Chicago and CEO of Justice Informed. He spoke about our responsibility as Rotarians to make the possible probable, and of our need to understand our privilege in our group of Rotarians, understanding what we enjoy and embracing the tension between ourselves and people from different walks of life so that we can find common ground and work together to make changes in the world. So then we went to Niagara Falls. And we ziplined down to the falls.
Yay.
Yes, that was at the end. It was really, really fun. And then we went on the cruise in the evening and saw fireworks and got wet, and it was fantastic. And then, so, do you want to talk about Hello Rotarians?
So it started last Rotary Convention in Atlanta, and my aunt would always try to go, she's very friendly, as you can tell, and she'd go up to everybody and she'd be like, hello Rotarians. She actually would say, hello Rotarians, and it would kind of put people off guard. But she did it again this year, and this year there was one gentleman who goes, oh, there's that lady again. So we had a good time.
So when I went to the airport and I saw past District Governor Kevin and the Flamsons, I said, hello, Rotarians. Is this District 5130 seating arrangements? So that was a very fun way to finish the trip, was to find some Rotarians. And yeah, that hello, Rotarians. I don't always go hello. Sometimes, hello, Rotarians. Anyway, that's it.
I distinctly had to have you describe these photos because she sent me this fabulous email with the descriptions of everything. And then I noticed that they didn't line up with the way the pictures got imported. And I said, I don't really want to start calling people by the wrong names. So I figured this was better. So,
Okay, well, thank you for letting